Hello, I'm Professor Bolt. Welcome to Financial Accounting. I'm going to be your instructor for the next 6 weeks in this BADM 211 course at the Citadel, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you and to teaching you. This is my introductory video, and I'm looking forward to one from you. I'm in my home office, and I have a little rig set up here. I have my computer monitor with a script, and I have my iPad leaning up against my computer monitor recording. So I'm looking forward to a video from you, and when you finish this, I hope you'll provide one. If you go to the Start Here tab on CitLearn, under Discussions, I've asked you to include a text discussion about yourself, but if you add a video clip, 2 or 3 minutes, giving me a little bit of background about you, letting the class know a little bit about who you are, then I'm going to add an extra credit quiz of 100 onto your grades for this semester. So I'm looking forward to getting to know each one of you as we go through this course, and it's always helpful to get a face with an individual's name and their performance in the course. So let me introduce myself. I have been at the Citadel for over 20 years. I live in Mount Pleasant. I'm married, and I have 3 children. One son in the Army, I have a son at Clemson, and I have a daughter who is in high school. They always say, what do you like? So I'll add that. I enjoy travel. I've finally gotten to travel a little bit overseas since my children have gotten older. I love yoga, I love music, and I love my job. I love working with students, and I love the accounting profession. It's something I really enjoy and have always enjoyed this. I teach auditing and tax at the Citadel, as well as the introductory courses. So let's talk a little bit about the class. If you've never taken an online class, you're in for a unique educational experience. It's a different style. I've taught this class for many, many years. It's the very first class I taught. I was 25 years old, and I taught it at Trident Technical College in Charleston, and I was the youngest person in the class. So I've been teaching this for a long time, but I've never taught it fully online. So in the past, I've done homework and quizzes and discussions online, but never the full course. I'm looking forward to this experience. There's lots of resources available for you, and you're going to find that financial accounting is just something that everybody knows about, because anybody that's a business major in the world has taken a financial accounting class. Financial accounting is the language of business, where companies report their financial performance to users. So who's a user? Well, for the most part, financial statements are prepared for management, for the owners, which could be maybe one owner, or maybe it's the shareholders, if it's a publicly held company, bankers, creditors, people that the company owes money to, there's going to be using the financial statements, the government, regulatory bodies such as the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. If it's a publicly held company, as I said, you can find their financial statements online. So if you were to do a search online for example, Boeing's annual report, Walmart's annual report, you'll be able to access it. They're usually pretty thick. They've got a management's discussion area, the financial statements that we'll be studying in this class. They've got footnotes, and that gives you an idea of the higher levels of financial accounting that are available out there. If it's not a publicly held company that allows shareholders from outside to own the company, you're not going to probably be able to find their financial statements, other than if you're an owner, a manager, or a creditor. So I'm looking forward to teaching you about the world of accounting. We're going to learn about the transactions that affect these financial statements, these financial reports. And they're going to give us insight into the business world, where we can make judgments about whether or not companies are strong, whether they're having financial difficulties, whether they've got lots of assets, how their cash flow looks. So this course is going to be useful for individuals to find out whether a company has strong revenues, if they're greater than expenses. This company will be useful to determine whether they have a lot of debt, whether they have lots of assets, whether they're having to borrow money just to pay their bills. So much information found on these financial statements. So let's talk about specifics. This is a very rigorous course. Got to say that up front. And in an online format, it requires discipline because you're going to be self-paced. So print the syllabus out now, mark your calendar, and get ready. In a normal face-to-face class, it's probably a chapter a week in the regular semester, spring and fall. But in an online format, we have 6 weeks. We'll be covering 2 chapters a week. We'll have an exam every 4 chapters, so that's every 2 weeks. Each of these chapters is going to require discussions and quizzes and homework assignments, and these will all close each week. And once that week's information has closed, you're not going to be able to go back in and access the homework or the quizzes or the discussion other than to review the work that you've already done and submitted. So these deadlines are extremely important, and I hope that you mark your calendars accordingly because they're not flexible. Everyone has the same opportunities for success in this course. How can you do this course best? My strongest suggestion is that you listen to the narrated PowerPoints that are provided. I have 3 per chapter, and it's meant to simulate a face-to-face class where an instructor is using a PowerPoint to guide students in the understanding the material in the course. I suggest you take notes while you're watching these narrated PowerPoints. And then there are many other learning tools you can use. There are videos to help you with specific content. Some chapters, I know chapter 1 probably has 10 extra items other than the narrated PowerPoints with videos. Pencasts, which is my voice and me working out problems on a piece of paper where you can see my pen strokes. And the ebook from Cengage, the textbook provider, is excellent. It has narrated videos as well. It has flashcards. It has lots of learning tools for you. In fact, when you do your homework, if you have trouble, you can get help by clicking a narration tutorial that students find to be extremely helpful. How does this course run? Wednesday through Tuesday. Everything closes down Tuesday at 11:55, except for the first and last week where you're going to have a little bit of extra time. So my suggestion is that you make sure that you get this information done way in advance, because when the homework and the quizzes and the discussions close at 11:55 on Tuesday, as we've said, time is not going to be extended. Exams will be on Wednesdays. You'll have the entire day to pick the time frame that best suits you, a 24-hour period. They will range from 1 hour to possibly 2 or 3 hours for the final. They will have different lengths depending on what the content of the course is. So for example, I know the first exam is really heavy content and covers 4 chapters, so you're going to have to be prepared for a more lengthy exam. Exams and homework are all algorithmic, which means every student gets a different problem. So I want to ensure that everyone understands the rules of academic integrity. You can use your book and you can use your notes, but you're not allowed to work with another individual. You're not allowed to have a CPA on speed dial. This is a course that's supposed to be done by yourself to ensure that you understand the material for Part 2. And I will be teaching Part 2 this summer. Many of you may be taking BADM 212, which is managerial or management accounting, that starts, I think, at the end of June. So back to the exams. Don't rely on your book for exams. There's not going to be time. Make sure that you understand the material for all 4 chapters, that you have strong, well-organized notes for all 4 chapters on each exam so that you can have the best opportunity for success and for understanding the material. So when you finish watching this video, be sure to review the syllabus carefully, buy the book, take the 10-minute syllabus quiz that's found on the tabs, familiarize yourself with the Cengage Now link, and get started. The first 4 chapters are the accounting process, and they are the foundation for the rest of the course. Many students don't believe me when I say if you don't get the first 3 or 4 chapters, it's not going to work. And then they come to me and say, I don't think I can get this. I can't really go back because we're into chapter 5 and I didn't understand the first 4 chapters. So please understand the importance. The first 4 chapters with the process of accounting is sort of an intro to bookkeeping. It's how to get these financial statements prepared so that we can go into more depth and understand how to use these financial statements. I look forward to meeting you through your work in this course. I look forward to meeting you with your video. I'm here to answer any questions that you have. I will hope that you email me frequently because I check email many, many times a day. And let me know how I can help. Good luck. Best wishes for success. Remember the requirements of self-discipline and self-pacing. Remember that these chapters close down. 2 chapters every week will be closing down. We've got exams every 2 weeks. Mark your calendar and let me know if I can help you. I'm here to help. Thanks so much. I look forward to meeting each of you.